Oh, that backstep into overhead is so great. It feels so good. Ooh, EX chase him down, reset him, get the... Oh, there we go, got the dizzy. I wasn't sure if I got it. Oh, but I'm a fool. I didn't go for the projectile, and I let him live, and look what I get. This is my reward for being sloppy. I get supered. Oh my god. Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is True Underdog, and today we are playing some Laura. Now just a preface, these are some replays, these are not live commentaries that I'm doing right now. However, these matches are very good, they're all against gold players, and I was trying out Laura with these awesome buffs that she got recently. My god you guys, she is a monster now. I never thought Laura was bad, I always thought she was decent, but she is just a monster now. I'm not sure if she's top 3, but she certainly feels top 5 right now. And I'm not the kind of person to say that stuff all willy-nilly. She definitely feels like she's at least top 5. And you can make a pretty strong argument that she is in fact top 3. So this first match was against Zangief. I thought it'd be fun to show some grapplers duke it out. However, it's a bit unfair since Zangief is arguably one of the worst characters in the game. And Laura right now is arguably one of the best. So it's a bit of a mismatch, but then again I am an Ultra Bronze versus a Gold. So I guess it kind of evens out a little bit. And right there you saw a little bit of the Laura pressure. She's always had that, even in Season 1. But what she gets in Season 2 is really good frame advantage, and some new combos she can do, and just all around better pressure. She's a lot safer on block now too, it's just great. Great character now all around. Okay, so right here you see me just messing around in the neutral, just kind of doing my thing. That heavy kick is great when you want to fish for a crush counter. Now if you fail that vortex, you don't want to keep going. If they block the light elbow, you want to stop your assault. Every now and then I keep doing it just to see if the opponent will be patient and block me. Oh, that backstep into overhead is so great, it feels so good. Ooh, EX chase him down, reset him, get the... Oh, there we go, got the dizzy. I wasn't sure if I got it. Oh, but I'm a fool. I didn't go for the projectile, and I let him live, and look what I get. This is my reward for being sloppy. I get supered. Oh my god. Look at all that damage. Thank god Laura has good health, and she always has. Especially for a female character. The female roster tends to do pretty bad in Street Fighter games. Always lower health. Ah, look at me here being stupid. Very unfamiliar with the V-trigger, not knowing if I can beat it. I guess I thought if I was airborne I'd be able to go right through it and hit him, but it didn't seem to work out. Oh, I deserved to die right then and there. He could have SPD'd me. Thank God he was merciful. That didn't get wrecked. Oh, look at the stupidness right there. Look how dumb I was. That was ballsy, but you know what? It paid off. Huge risk. Went in, got the command grab. That's it for the first match. I think it's a pretty good way to start things off. Get to see what makes Laura really good in Season 2. Let's go on to the next match. Okay, so next we have Cammy. Once again, another gold player. And I wanted to show off here just how good these buttons are. Look at this spacing. I mean, Cammy does really good in the neutral, especially in this sort of mid-range, but she gets outclassed by Laura, like she really does. As long as Laura knows what buttons to push and gets a little bit closer, she tends to win this battle. Cammy wins at a bit of the further range, but man, Laura just wins in that little bit closer range. Especially with that crouching medium kick and standing medium kick. Now, the standing medium kick is not as godlike as people pretend it is. You actually can push a button if you block it initially, but if it hits, she can just keep frame trapping you with it over and over again. And she can combo after it if she's close enough with a standing light punch. So it's a very good move. Oh, I love the crush counters with Laura. They're never too far away to hit. That's the best part about it. If you get a crush counter with Laura, you can always do the medium elbow as long as they're not airborne. And even if they are airborne, you can sometimes get a second heavy kick in, if they're high enough up. If it's an anti-air, I should say. But man, just great stuff. Ooh, I love that. Projectile saved me. I wasn't fast enough that time to do the heavy elbow like I was with Zangief. I wasn't quite fast enough, but you know what? Still looked good. Oh, here we go, the corner pressure from Cammy. I was a bit scrubby there. I jumped because I knew that if she did the double knee, it wouldn't actually keep me on the ground. Being a bit scrubby there. Ooh, got the crush counter. Follow it up. The worst thing that can ever happen when you play Laura is you get the crush counter and you don't actually get your elbow. But there we go, dashing in during the V-trigger, get my X command grab, went for it twice, got greedy, and I got DP'd for it. That's what I deserve. Back up here, go for the overhead. I remember that very clearly. I thought that was pretty smart of me. Oh, I deserve to die right here, but thank God it didn't combo. Poor Cammy, not the best super, sorry. Cammy, not the best super in the game, actually quite bad. Oh, getting thrown though. Thank God I have a bigger health bar. What to do now? Wake up Hiroki, and I get double KO'd. Awesome stuff, but thankfully I already had the round lead, so I get to win, because that's how things work in Street Fighter V. GG from that player. Man, that was nerve-wracking, but you know what? Ended up pretty good for me. Next we have ourselves an Alex player. So Alex is actually going to be a lot better soon. I believe around April is when the new patch is happening. And he's going to become very good, or at least decent. I never thought he was bad, but I understand a lot of grievances the Alex community has because he started off okay and then just got worse and worse. Season 2 itself, actually, in a nutshell, just nerfed him. So the fact that he's getting some buffs that he deserves so much is great, especially since there were even secret nerfs that actually affected Alex, if you didn't know. Just subtle things about the game that changed actually nerfed Alex in a big way. Jump back here. I meant to jump straight up. I hate that so much. It seems to happen. My muscles, for some reason, my fingers want to jump backwards when they should just neutral jump so I can get a full combo. Or maybe if I wanted to, go for the heavy command grab so I can get my next setup. After a command grab, Laura gets a really good setup. She can go for a standing heavy kick, for example. Good stuff like that. Got pretty lucky there, actually. This Alex player is very good at what he does. I'm just getting a bit lucky that I don't play Laura very often, so he didn't know what to do against me. This was a lobby match, so I play this guy very often. He knew what to do. Oh god, the power bomb. I love the power bomb. It's so hype. Not as hype as the hyper bomb, but what can you expect? It has the word hype in it. Oh my god, the sweep. Good stuff. Good stuff from this player. Very crazy with the Alex. He's very crazy. He goes to local tournaments a lot, which I don't have time to do, and even they say that he's crazy with his play. Like, he's got a wild soul. Just loves to attack people. Oh, is he going for the reset? No, I got him. Oh, why'd I push a button there? That was so stupid. Oh, that neutral jump was actually almost genius, but I got hit. Okay, how are we gonna get this lead back? Here we go, target combo, into heavy, into special, into the super. Here we go. Will this be enough to kill? I didn't think so at the time because it's Alex, and wouldn't you know it, I was right. He's not dead. What to do now? Oh, go for the standing heavy. Oh my gosh. The frame trap. That's some deadly stuff right there, but you know what? They can't all be 2-round victories in a row, right? They can't all be that easy. You gotta have the challenge. That's why we play fighting games, right? For this sort of nervous feeling we get when we think we can win, but we're not quite sure. That's why you play a fighting game, right? And you also play it for the salt, I guess. That's an unintended result, but there's a lot of salt in fighting games. Probably saltier than any other game I played, actually. So yeah, very salt-inducing. Okay, see right there, I was trying to abuse that little normal thing right there, but it's not actually a frame trap. It's just me trying to abuse what Laura has and trying to abuse the fact that my opponent doesn't fight very many Lauras. That's pretty much all that was happening there. I was trying to be a cheap asshole and didn't work out for me. Ooh, neutral jump. Oh my god, those stubby normals. So thankfully, Laura can combo off her crouching medium kick into light elbow, but I wanted the medium elbow so bad because I wanted the follow-up and I wanted to set up after. Ooh, look at that armor. Avoid the frame trap with the armor. Oh, I love that. She's always had that, but man, it's so great. So great. It actually doesn't work in a lot of situations, but right there it worked out for me. Oh, feels so good. You gotta love armor moves in this game. Gotta love them. Okay, and next up we have a mirror match. I'm sorry if I start my rounds off all the same by saying okay or alrighty then. I gotta find some new way to start my rounds. But yeah, Laura mirror match. This is fun because it shows how Laura fights Laura. And that's the truth about a mirror match. Don't ever get dismayed if you lose a mirror match. It doesn't mean the opponent's better than you. It means they understand how to fight the character better than you. Honestly, my toughest matchups in games, especially like for Honor for instance right now, I don't know how to fight the Nobushi, even though I love playing the Nobushi and I main her. I don't know how to fight against her when I'm playing a different character. I don't know how to out-Nobushi my opponent. I get wrecked. So it's one of those situations where even if your opponent is better with the character, you can still win as long as you know what makes that character weak. As long as you know where like the weak spots are in their defense, or even how to exploit their offense, you're in better shape. Got it with the wake up throw. God, that feels so scrub, but sometimes you just gotta wake up throw. Not wake up command grab. Command grabs are slower in this game. Unless you have an EX one, which can be faster. But still, pretty risky. In Street Fighter 4, that was a big deal. You could wake up SPD pretty much all the time. Which meant you got a lot of respect if you were a grappler because the opponent couldn't just like walk up to you and pressure you on wake up. They could get thrown. It was risky stuff. Ooh, there we go, crush counter. I know there's at least one video where I whiffed the crush counter. I think it already happened actually, where I just completely whiffed the crush counter, which sucks. I didn't follow up at all. Ooh, getting crossed up? That is one of the things that makes Laura a bit weaker. She can get crossed up pretty easy. She does have an anti-air jab. I find most characters in this game actually have some sort of anti-air jab, assuming their opponent delays the cross up, right? If the opponent has a strong cross up, then not always, but if they go for a light attack, they usually delay it because they want the combo after it. So they have to do it very late, which means you can jab him a lot of the time. Oh my god, and he just did it. I assume it's a he. He just woke up and did it. Can you guys believe that? Wake up super, but you know what? Hey, if it works, get that extra round. Why not? You can always win the last round. And Laura doesn't really need meter. That's one more thing that makes her great. Meter's kind of just candy for Laura. Now an obvious downside is she has no real wake-ups, and that is true. Laura on her back is like a turtle. She's pretty desperate, but on the offense, very good. Also, very good in the neutral. Like a lot of offensive characters in this game don't really shine in the neutral. Laura really shines in the neutral. Look at us both trying to exploit that standing medium kick and crouching medium kick. One thing I will say I did very bad in these matches, like every match in this video, I did not optimize when my crouching medium kick hit. I always assumed it would get blocked, so I went for the standing medium kick. Here we go. That's how you do a dizzy combo right there. Get you maximum damage and win the round. Don't give the opponent a chance to come back like what happened with Mr. Zangief. I learned my lesson from that match. I did not want that to happen anymore. Alright, on to the next match. Alrighty, so here we have a Zangief match again. This is the same Zangief player from earlier, and he's out for vengeance. He wants some blood, right? He's tasted, like, so close to victory, right? He's had it in his mouth, but he couldn't bite down, and it escaped the jaws. So he's gonna try and get it again, so... That was a weird way to phrase that, my bad. Very weird way to phrase that, but you know what? When these commentaries go on for a bit long, I tend to sound a bit silly, so any subscribers or viewers who stay for a bit longer get the better commentary because it's goofy. Okay, and here we see what makes Laura so good. Look at this vortex. So, if he gets hit, oh, and then the throw, oh god. So, if you get the jab, you go for the combo. If you get the feeling they're gonna block, you go for the throw. It's so deadly, it's so dirty. And that's what makes Laura so damn good. She can actually do that pretty much anywhere on screen too. It does not have to be a corner thing. The corner just like makes it that much tougher for your opponent to escape, but it's still like, oh, it's everywhere. It's like Mika, but it's from mid-screen and the corner, whereas Mika only shines in the corner. Oh, it's okay though. Zangief's gonna let me have it in a little bit. He's gonna come back. Oh, there it is. There it is. Did not optimize on the crush counter, and now I'm on tilt. You can put yourself on tilt so easily when you play an offensive character, because when you mess up your chance to get in, you're like, ah, fuck. What's gonna happen now? I missed my best chance. Oh, I didn't optimize there either. I just went for the heavy kick. I guess I thought for sure it wouldn't hit. Oh, good reactions. Look at this. That's what happens when you fight a grappler. They recognize those command grabs right away. Ooh, got him. Oh, no, super. Jesus Christ. That is the power of Zangief. He activates super and you're not jumping, you just get thrown. Oh my god, what a bad punish. What a bad punish. I could have done super myself. Oh, I could have won. Shit, that would have been it. Okay, gotta dominate that neutral real quick. Oh. Doing the V trigger, it's okay. Can I get him? Oh my god, that backdash into jab. That was godlike. Wow. That was some impressive stuff, you guys. Watch that again. Like, rewind the video and watch that a second time. That was godlike. Okay, now you're caught up, right? You're back with me? Good. Let's fight Zangief. Let's see if we can do this. Oh my god. Oh, these combos he is optimizing. We didn't see those combos last time because I didn't let him get in. I kept him at bay. Oh my god, he's in now, though. And he's pushing me towards the corner little by little. Oh my god, underdog. Why are you not optimizing? I must have been on tilt real hard. I think I wanted to win that round, and after I lost. Oh my god, look at that ambiguous cross. Okay, full combo. What are you doing, underdog? That was the chance for a full combo. I hope you get it here. Okay, good. You know, there was a better combo there, but I guess I was trying to save my meter. You can actually do the EX Thunder and try to go for a mix-up there, and it's really dirty. You dash under them. It's very dirty. You actually dash under them twice. Oh my god. And there you go, dogs. I lost. It's not always a victory. Underdog does lose from time to time. And that was a perfect example. Good job, Mr. Zangief. You truly are my equal. Good stuff. Love seeing a good Zangief. Okay, let's go Akuma. Let's see what you got. Akuma is so squishy in this game. Apparently in April he's not going to be quite as squishy. I'm not sure how to feel about that. I feel like he should be equally squishy, but just change the frames of some of his moves. The only complaints people have is that he's too fast. I mean, not too fast, sorry. He's not fast enough. He's too slow. That's the complaint people have, and I don't really agree necessarily. I think Akuma is just fine the way he is. I think maybe, like, once people figure him out, he's not as good, but that's how Street Fighter V kind of is. Every character is, like, a little bit lesser than they were in 4, for the most part. Unless they just have, like, a straight-up damage buff. Like, Ryu has a straight-up damage buff, so that makes him good. I don't get why all the people are complaining about Ryu either. Like, the Ryu complainers I don't really get. I thought Ryu was always a bit too good because his playstyle is very simple. It's a very simple way of playing. It's like you control the distance. If they're within jumping distance, don't throw a fireball. Use your neutral game. If they jump, you DP. If they're past jumping distance, then you just start throwing fireballs. That's really all you have to do with Ryu, and you can mix it up in between with different stuff and try to be aggressive or try to be more defensive, but at the end of the day, Ryu never has to go in. Especially since he does so much damage with his normals. He has no reason to actually go in. So I feel like all the complaints with Ryu don't make too much sense to me, but I understand that if you love the character, you don't want to see them get nerfed ever. And I agree that you should buff characters most of the time. I think the only characters you should actually really nerf are characters that are just so good that all you see is them at tournaments. And I feel like tournaments are actually how you should justify nerfs and buffs. I don't think you should like listen to just everyone online because they're just playing random people. And everyone's going to exploit certain things about a character. I think if you watch a tournament and see like 15 of the same character, it's obvious that character needs to die a little bit. Like with Nash, they may have nerfed him a bit too hard, but my god, there's just so many Nashes, there were so many Mikas. It was obvious those two characters were too good, and even though I loved Mika, I had to look within myself and realize that she's too good. You gotta be honest with yourself sometimes. Okay, I'm sorry, I did not commentate on that Akuma match at all. He had some pretty good combos, and I whiffed a few of my normals and messed up some of my punishes, but good games to you, sir. That was fun. Thanks for the character variety. And now we have the same Alex player from earlier. In case you're wondering about that, this is in fact the same Alex player, and we're doing that run back. If I recall correctly, this is actually a sloppier play than the previous one. Oh god, look at that. See, Alex just has such good buttons. Like, they're not as good as they were, but they're still good. That's gotta be punishable. He tried to backdash from me. He was trying to stop me from throwing him, I believe. I don't really go for a throw as a punish ever. It's 6 frames. I usually go for the jab. Ooh, got it. I love that. I love the crush counter setup so much. Laura might have some of the easiest Oki in the game. Like, she knows exactly what to do. It's just so great. She can pressure the opponent with that standing heavy kick real easy. And it's great because it has a little bit of delay to it. Like, you'd think the delay is bad. It's actually not. It makes it much harder to whiff. Oh god, getting kept at bay. Ooh, there we go. Got him. And I don't know what I was doing there. I meant to, like, try and stop him from jumping or to try to cross him up. I ended up neutral jumping and hitting air, but then it was kind of like an empty jump, and then I got him with the low. It may have been an accidental genius on my part, but it feels pretty sloppy. Good news is it worked out, so that's fantastic. What are you doing here, Alex? Ooh, stop. Oh, I didn't punish it there. Damn, that's even a counter hit. A lot of Alex players actually do push buttons after things that are unsafe because they're testing you. They're trying to see what they can get away with. That's actually a typical thing in fighting games, but more so in Street Fighter V I find than any other fighting game, where the opponent will just see if you don't know how to punish certain things and they'll exploit it. I was doing that a lot with Colleen, actually. I was doing moves that were -4 and -5, but the opponent didn't know it was punishable, so I was just doing it over and over again, and they just assumed that it was safe. That's what you can do a lot of the time in Street Fighter V, or any Street Fighter game. If the opponent doesn't know the frames, you can just abuse the hell out of it. Ooh, I love that. I love it when the overhead hits. Such a risk, though, especially against a grappler like Alex. Oh my god, his armor beat my armor, but it's okay. He forward-dashed twice, and I hit him with the wake-up jab. Laura has 3-frame normals, so wake-up jab really good. Ah, that butt. That yoga thong. It makes no sense, but you know what? It's kind of growing on me. I think Laura's design is actually almost perfect, except for that stupid yoga thong, but I guess it makes her more unique. It just feels so stupid. It doesn't make sense. Like, oh, you taunted me? And yes, this is in fact the same Cammy player from earlier. In case you are wondering, this is the same Cammy player. And if you're wondering why I blur out the names, people ask sometimes why I blur out the names. I blur out the names because a lot of the times these are my friends who are high-ranked players. I don't play ranked very often for a couple reasons. The first is that it's just salt-inducing, but the second reason is because I'd rather play with my friends, and I find I get better matches with my friends. I have some people saying that they would actually pay me to play ranked, and maybe I will in the future if I have the time, especially when like Season 2 buffs come out in April, then I'll start playing again, but it's just not the most enjoyable thing. It's very salt-inducing. Street Fighter V might be the most salty game right now. I think it used to be Marvel, now it's definitely Street Fighter V. It's very salty. But that's why I don't typically play in ranked, and when I play with my friends, I want them to know that they don't have to be afraid of me exposing them online, so I blur their names and their tags, because that just seems right to me. It feels like the right way to do it. I also get consent from them before uploading, obviously, but I think it's like the extra mile to blur out their names. It just feels rude otherwise. I have this one opponent who I play. He used to be Platinum, now he's Diamond, and I play him from time to time too, and I actually do manage to beat him, so awesome. And that's a lot of fun for me, so. In the future, I'll try to upload some ranked matches if I can. I see Beiruti doing ranked matches, and that shit really inspires me. I love Beiruti. I love that he's back. He's the one who got me into fighting games, and now he's playing ranked, and he's having a lot of fun with it, so maybe I can follow suit and do it myself. I certainly hope so. It's always fun to make videos that are more genuine like that. Post commentary is certainly easier, but live commentary has a special spice to it. Makes it extra tasty for your eardrums, right? Alrighty, dogs, that concludes these Laura matches. I hope you enjoyed. She is a much better character in Season 2. I recommend picking her up if you love grapplers, or if you loved her in Season 1 but she wasn't quite good enough. She's a ton of fun. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below, and while you're down there, post a comment too. Tell me what you think. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because we have content on this channel every single week. It's never a dull moment on Underdog Gaming. So make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.